of the National Football League.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
And what a marvel Joe Flacco is. Continues to be a reliable quarterback into his 40s. And we say it all the time. He came up with his couch and made a team better. Guess what? He's doing it again. And now has a chance to not only be good on the field, but also be one of the great mentors in a quarterback room.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Flacco. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. Here's Flacco. Looking deep here for Chase. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
Almost certainly a future Hall of Famer, and he's still seeking the storybook ending to his career. But he had patience. Looked around, took his time before choosing his team. And boy, they glad that he did, because he still has a lot of juice left despite being 41 years old. Finished in the top 10 in passing yards last season with nearly 4,000 yards and touchdowns as well with 28.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
The Bengals offense and Jamar Chase set to take over once more. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now it's Flacco.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
An inside give. Brown fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it.
Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They toss it to Warren.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Flacco. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. To throw is Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's been sporadic.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Pittsburgh.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. And you see the numbers in last week's game for Warren.
21 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
14. 1st down, Steelers.
Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
Gain on the play.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 26-yard line.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
This will be caught by Brown. downs across the 30-yard line.
Gain of 5. It's 4th down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On the return is Jones. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Setting up to throw, Flacco. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 35 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Flacco. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
That's good for a Bengals 1st down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, just like last play.
That's another Bengals 1st down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now with him, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by taking it right down Broadway. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man,
get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Passing play, Flacco.
That's caught. Andre Yoshibas.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Flacco looks to throw.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
Here's Ryan Rico now.
He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Breaks a tackle. A good return there, call it 13 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
This 2nd and 4. On the give, it's Warren.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now run the Warren.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On the handoff, Gainwell. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Warren.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end, Freiermuth.
So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Bengals set to take over.
They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. Flacco. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Flacco fakes the give. Sets to throw.
This one complete to Yoshivas.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
15 yards on the play. And the Bengals first down.
To pass, Flacco.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
T. Higgins. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Once more, it's Flacco.
Open man is Yoshivas.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
and they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Barely got that snap off. Flacco now. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Flacco.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Here's Flacco.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Flacco from the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit.
And this one, a 41-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Let's look at Kenneth Gainwell as this offense comes back out.
He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. Nick moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
First down.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
He was brought down by Miles Murphy. The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Now Rodgers.
Open man. There's Darnell Washington. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
48-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Flacco. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end, Sample. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go pass again with Flacco. And that one to the right side and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And it's a fumble. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, pumped out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Jones on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. This one hauled in by Sample.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Brown going up the middle. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd down, Flacco from the gun.
That's taken in by Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Delay of game, offense.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Flacco off play action. This is Fant on the short completion. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
At the Steelers' 42-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Flacco.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Higgins goes in motion right. Flacco looks to throw.
This one complete to Burton.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Steelers' 25.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
Trying for it with P-Ryan.
Nice little juke.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The tight end in motion right. To pass, Flacco. Touchdown!
Andre Yoshivas.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals get a bit closer.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that cuts this lead down to 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Rodgers.
That's caught right side. It's Warren.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
At the 34-yard line.
Flacco. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
4 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Flacco. Able to find Higgins.
Complete to T. Higgins. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now Flacco. To the sideline and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And again, it's Flacco to throw. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th.
A loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far.
Steelers offense and DK Metcalf getting ready to go back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shot down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Passing play. Flacco. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A gain of 3.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 21-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Catch is made by Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Steelers.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Steelers first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here's Warren. And good vision there as it's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
10 more there and another first down.
And the Steelers first down.
From the gun, here's a run by Gainwell.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now Flacco. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This one incomplete and over everybody. Looked like a clear throwaway. But the officials, they're going to say there's a receiver over there in the area, so no flags, and it's 3rd down.
Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Here's Flacco.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Again, running right is Gainwell. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Steelers.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Yeah, he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He wants it all for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense and made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Flacco.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Flacco from the gun.
Throwing outside, complete to Chase.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Flacco will take to the air again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now it's Flacco.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run forward Brown. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, look at the juke.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And here's a handoff to Gainwell.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's when you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Rodgers.
He'll find Metcalf. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Flacco.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
17 yards. And the Bengals first down.
Flacco looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
To pass, Flacco.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Once more, it's Flacco.
This one complete to Yoshibas. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Yoshibas. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's
Flacco.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Flacco. And his throw here is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Flacco.
Open man is Chase, complete.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They go pass again with Flacco. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. Passing play, Flacco. As they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's second down. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
One last gasp for Flacco. And this is going to be caught. So offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for 2. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that 2-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Steelers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.